time for Around the Ozarks in 5. Brought to you by the Butterfly Palace and Rainforest Adventure, Adventure Cave Tours, and Talking Rocks Cavern. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, happy Friday. We made it. It's going to be a great day, a great weekend. We're going to begin with a little news, an update, actually.
Yeah, we have an update on the 5-year-old little boy who was hit on I-44 on Wednesday in Pulaski County. Investigators say that child actually walked onto the interstate after wandering away from his home, which sits right off the highway. That boy is from Waynesville, and it happened right by very close to the Waynesville High School, which is where the boy lives. He was hit by a 66-year-old man who was driving a semi-truck to St. Louis at the time. That child is said to be in critical condition. However, doctors do think that he is going to survive. No word yet on what might happen to the driver at this point. No reason to believe that he is at fault in any way, although, of course, the investigation is underway.
Wow. How awful in every sense of the word for everybody involved in that. The truck driver, the parents, the people who witnessed it. Can you imagine that? Just how horrific it would never leave your brain, your memory.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the initial calls were that he possibly fell out of a car or jumped out of a car, but in fact, they now figured out that he actually walked onto the interstate.
Wow. Glad he's all right. Glad he's alive.
That's
I mean, he's not all
amazing
right,
that he's
but
alive. I mean, critical, but
yeah.
still amazing. So,
Yeah.
all right. You might soon see a lot of groundwork in Northwest Springfield. City utilities will be replacing 11 miles worth of old gas pipes. The city got a $10 million grant from the U.S. infrastructure bill. The city is expecting that project will add some jobs, at least temporarily, while the work gets underway.
All right. We should know soon what is next for the Hotel of Terror haunted house in Springfield that we've been talking about for weeks now. The city was hoping to take over the property using eminent domain to beautify the area, Jordan Creek, and redo the landscape there. That issue, the owner of the Hotel of Terror wasn't satisfied with the amount of money the city was offering from the property and business, saying that he couldn't move it somewhere else for that price. So he had a period of time to collect signatures to get an amended petition to overturn the eminent domain. The petition has now been deemed sufficient, so it will go before the city council, and it could eventually go to a vote of the people of Springfield as to whether eminent domain works in that case. So very interesting turn of events, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Inflation rose by 0.1% in March. That's a monthly basis. The consumer price index up 5%, though, compared to March of last year. Both figures were a little bit better than economists were expecting. The Fed has been raising interest rates to try to bring down inflation. The central bank risks, though, sending the economy into recession by hiking rates too high, too fast. So it's a very bit of a dangerous game they're playing with the economy.
I was about to say volatile. Is it volatile?
Yeah, it is volatile, and all of our budgets and everything else is in the mix. Inflation has been out of control for the last year plus. Well, once again, the bad guys have messed everything up for us good guys. This time, it's free charging stations at airports, hotels, and other places. Did you hear about this? The FBI now warning us not to use those charging stations that are public because bad guys have figured out a way to use public USB ports to load malware and monitoring software onto our phones. So now, just when every place has figured out that we need to get these so people can charge their phones and make it convenient for people, yeah, we can't use them. At least that's what the FBI says. So FBI says we should carry our own charger with us and charge our phone ourselves. And then all the USB ports that sitting all over airports will go to waste.
I feel like I'm in a lot of airports and I've never found one that works well anyway.
Oh, really?
For what it's worth. They seem like they don't hold the cord in well. Like the cord comes out way too easily. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't know. Probably not that big of a change for frequent flyers, but Okay, turkey season opens on Monday. That's a big deal in the Ozarks. It apparently hasn't been a great season for a while due to a number of factors, one of them being weather, as far as number of birds. But this season, conservation officials say they are hopeful. They think that this spring, might be very fruitful because of increased sightings of large flocks this past winter. The
Hmm.
season will end on May 7th. So yeah, from Monday through May 7th, hopefully you get to bag a bird.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, this is fun. Come Monday, Springfield is going to have a new chain restaurant, Huey
Yeah.
McGoo's. We did the story when they first announced that they're coming to town, and now it is happening. Huey McGoo's, by the way, is a fast food chicken chain that is opening store number 1 of 5 total that will come to the Springfield area. This first one is opening on East Sunshine. We know that the second one will be in Ozark. The restaurant dubs its chicken as the quote filet mignon of chicken.
Yeah, another chicken place. I'm excited to try it out. I've never heard of Huey Magoo's prior to this, but I did look them up online, and the menu looks decent. The chicken looks pretty good. So now we got a lot of chicken options
We
around
do have a
Springfield.
lot of chicken options. Hopefully they can survive because I do feel like there's lots of them now.
Well, if it's good, people will go. People like
Yeah.
Cane's and Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, of course. Yeah, lots of
Um,
options. I like it.
I've still never been to Cane's.
Cane's is, I've had good and bad at Cane's. I've had really, 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 really good, and then a couple times it's been not as fresh maybe as I wanted it to be,
Yeah.
but chicken has good flavor.
Um, yeah, so I don't eat out that often, and if I'm going for chicken, it's normally the spicy chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A.
That's
But
tough to beat.
I wanted to try Cane's. I remember, trying to stop by there a couple times when they first came,
Yeah,
but
that's
the
nuts.
line was 12 miles
Yeah.
long, so
Yeah, we were at KY3 at the time, and so every evening I'd drive over there and it'd be cars. I mean, they'd be blocking the intersection at Campbell and Sunshine, so I'd be like, "Oh,
that
not
was
tonight.
yeah.
I'll wait till the line dies down." Now you can get in over there.
Big news for Drury fans. A former Drury University basketball player is now in the WNBA. Paige Robinson has been drafted to the Dallas Wings. They chose her with the 31st pick. That makes her
Nice.
number 3 for Springfield area college athletes to be drafted into the WNBA. Number
Cool.
1, Jackie Stiles, as
Jackie
you would
Stiles.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And number 2 is Tara Mitchum. So that's
All right.
exciting. Go Paige Robinson.
Yeah, good luck. That'd be
Woohoo.
great.
And go Drury. That's kind of fun, right?
Yeah, super cool.
Okay, we'll end with this. This month is Parkinson's Awareness Month, and the Parkinson's Group of the Ozarks is working to educate, support research, and improve quality of life for people who live with Parkinson's. There is a big resource fair happening tomorrow from 10 to noon at the Center for Music Therapy and Wellness, which is on North Benton Avenue
Sorry.
in Springfield.
I just cleared my throat into the mic. I didn't realize that. Sorry. I've done that a
The
lot.
good viewers of the Ozarks knew that you had been sick for a couple days. And
I had
this
been
is
sick.
the remnants, right?
Yeah, I'm still trying to get it out of my out of my system. My voice is a mess, and I'm blowing my nose all the time. But I was very, very sick. Sarah can tell you. But it was Easter Sunday was not pretty at the Four Hats household. I told her that I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and my whole body was just aching. I felt terrible, and I knew that I was getting sick Saturday night, so she slept upstairs with the kids, and so I'm downstairs all by myself. And I'm thinking, I wake up, I look at the clock, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I feel terrible. And I think, okay, she gets up early, this wife of mine. So she's going to be up any moment, and she can come help me and nurse me back to health with some medicine. And I laid there for 4 hours before she actually got out of bed. and got me some medicine.
No, you guys, here's what happened. I got up early. I always get up early. I like to sit and read, do my thing. But since he wasn't making any noise at that hour, I thought he was asleep. So I was trying not to wake him up. Because you see, when he was awake, he was going like like this. Which I'm going to do that into the microphone. Are you ready? It sounded something like this. uh like Griffin, my son, was like, "Mom, what is that?" I'm like, "That's your dad."
I was dying.
You should stay away from his room because he's apparently dying. So,
I
but
was
he
dying,
sounded
and
so awful. So I actually
nobody
did get
cared.
up early. The thing is that I thought that you were asleep. So I was actually trying to be super quiet and not wake you up.
You could hear me moaning. You thought I was asleep? I was in
Yeah.
pain. Moaning is a sign of pain.
You're- It was faint. It
I
was
was in
faint
agony.
by
I was
Easter
laying there in
morning.
agony for 4 hours waiting for you to bring me some medicine,
I'm sorry.
thinking that you would hear me, and you did hear me and just ignored me, as it turns
You know
out.
what? There's this thing, it's called a cell phone, and it was like within arm's reach.
Well, I mean, I wasn't thinking clearly, or else I would have just been like, "You know what? My body hurts. I'm gonna get up and take my own medicine." I mean, I don't know why. But I kept thinking, "All right, she's gonna get up any minute."
I'm sorry.
And I just kept
I
laying there
felt
for
bad, but it
4
was
hours.
also really funny because
4
of
hours
the
in
noise, you
agony.
guys, the noise.
I do moan whenever I'm sick. It helps me feel better. And typically, I like to be left alone. I like nobody in my room, but maybe
In this
check on me.
case, I was supposed
May
to read his mind and come on in.
No,
But
no.
normally the case is that I'm sicker than a dog. Do not come near me. Stay away. Keep the children away. I don't want to
Yes.
spread this. That's normally
L
his MO. So I was going with
Leave
it.
me alone is typically the way it goes, but every now and then just pop in your head and, "Hey, you need anything? I'm dehydrated now. You didn't get me any water. My
Anyway,
lips have been chapped
listen,
all week."
I let Ethan know all the time what a great find. You know, what a great find I am.
So, I just want everybody to know that I have in spite of all of that, I have been making a remarkable recovery, and I still have a cough that I'm working through by myself because nobody else is gonna help me. But I'll be fine. I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad to hear that.
I had
I
to miss
am.
a big speaking engagement on Tuesday because I was so sick.
Yeah.
I hated that.
But you better believe that I drug him out of bed late Tuesday night. I was not gonna do that one on my own. Um, anyway, there are things that you can push through, and that was one of them. So thank you. Okay,
All
we're
right.
keeping their time. We gotta go. Happy Friday.
Yeah. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you back here Monday morning.
Bye.